Hello everybody, I hope you guys are having a fantastic evening. I'm sorry for the late video, but I really wanted to get something off of my chest and I really wanted to go inside in my mind and talk to you guys a little bit. I know this is predominantly a Palantir channel, but I do invest in so many other things. In today's video, I do want to talk about an investment that I made today, an investment that I'm actually adding to and I held for a while, and an investment that I'm going to buy more of tomorrow morning. I invested before, today, and tomorrow in Google. Right now, there's going to be a massive battle coming for AI, artificial intelligence. On one side, you have Google, and on the other side, you have Microsoft. Microsoft invested $1 billion into OpenAI back in 2019 and added another $2 billion since then and now. Recently, Microsoft announced a $10 billion investment into OpenAI to be able to use their ChatGPT phenomenal AI application. If you guys don't know what ChatGPT is, I do have a video that I made. Just click on the link up above and I show you how to use this. If I'm actually going to get some interest in ChatGPT, I use it on a daily basis for many life hacks. If you guys want a video, just let me know and I'll be happy to make it if somebody's actually going to watch it. Right now, Google is trying to fight Microsoft. Google has over a 90% market share of all search on the internet. Google is freaking phenomenal. And with that Google search comes a lot of positives and a lot of perks. For example, because of Google search, you have Google Gmail, you have Google Calendars, you have the entire Google suite, and everything is interconnected. Because of Google search, you also have YouTube, and you have Google Type Entertainment. This is all interconnected. Microsoft, everything that they touched seems to turn into gold, except their shitty ass Bing search engine. Bing is absolutely astonishing at being shitty. It is such a terrible, terrible search engine. It's ridiculous. But now that they bought into OpenAI, ChatGPT, they are implementing it into the new Bing. The new Bing now has this interactive AI feature, and it's pretty good. It's still not excellent, but it's definitely light years ahead of what it was, but it's still lackluster compared to Google. Google then invests in a company called Bard, and then they have a presentation, and Bard was supposed to be the ChatGPT killer, and Bard was supposed to be like 1,000 times better, but Bard freaking sucks. Maybe it doesn't suck, and maybe they just fast-forwarded too fast, and maybe they just weren't ready for the presentation, but Bard freaking sucks so far. However, this for no reason should say that Google sucks, and this for no reason should say that Microsoft is going to take Google's share of search. Yes, for sure, with ChatGPT, this is going to start leveling out the playing field, but Google is far from out. Earlier today, the price of Google went under $100 a share. I believe I bought them at like $96 a share, and I bought Google when it was closer to a 52-week low. The current market cap of Google is still around $1.25, $1.27 trillion, while Microsoft is closer to $2 trillion. I believe like 1.9 something trillion off the top of my head. What's going to happen right now is Google is going to spend a shit ton, let me repeat that, a shit ton, mountains of shit tons of money into AI. If you think Google is going to allow Microsoft to take its cookies, you are sadly mistaken. And if you think that Microsoft is not going to try everything under the sun to take Google's cookies, you are also sadly mistaken. And what's going to happen now is an era of innovation through AI integration. I, for one, hold Google. I, for one, hold Microsoft. Right now, Google has a really, really big chance of hitting a 52-week low, trading at around that mid-$80 a share. If Google hits mid-80s to a new 52-week low, I personally will be buying the living shit out of Google. I don't care if it drops to 50 or 60 or 70. I will take full advantage of a new 52-week low, and there is most certainly a chance for this to happen. Google most certainly in the future is gonna 2 and 3x, possibly 4 and 5x over the next decade. Again, they are not gonna go away quietly, and they are definitely gonna innovate. Why? As I said before, everything Google is built on Google search engine. If Google loses market share in the search engine, Google loses the company. Google loses market cap. Microsoft, on the other hand, wants to take market share for search engines and will keep spending a shit ton of money to do that. In order to fight this, Google will spend a lot of money for its own innovation in AI, and now we will usher in a new decade of AI battles. Literally, freaking AI battles, which is absolutely insane. It's also crazy how Microsoft was even able to do this to Google because Google spends a lot of money on AI already. Google essentially is already an AI search engine, just not as good as ChatGPT, which is actually an AI that you can communicate with. I love ChatGPT and I did a lot of demos for them in my lives. They're really, really good to use. However, the Bing integration of ChatGPT right now, and I know it's super early, is not all that fluid, it's not all that smooth, and it's not 100% correct. They still need to work on it, which gives Google ample time to be able to upgrade their own AI and actually give Google a fighting chance. At the end of the day, even though right now Google is losing and they lost over $150 billion in market share in just a couple of days because of their shitty integration of Bard. Not to mention, ChatGPT sounds freaking awesome and OpenAI sounds absolutely gangster. But what in the living F is Bard? Bard sounds like a freaking geek. If AI was a geek, it would be called Bard. Bard is not cool. Bard is not gangster. Bard is a dork-sounding name for an AI application, and Google should definitely work on getting some type of AI that sounds a lot better. I think right now we have a pivotal situation where the stock market might just be retreating after an absolutely massive last month, and you might want to actually get into the positions that you want to buy in. For me, this is mega cap corporations, which I didn't get a chance to buy because they were so high before. I actually sold out of them as they started dropping, and now is going to be an opportunity for me to actually get into certain companies. I do want to increase my shares of Google, and I do want to increase my shares of Microsoft. At the same time, I also want to buy into Amazon, although Amazon is a completely different dynamics than Google and Microsoft. Google, Microsoft have two different businesses, but a lot of parts of those businesses overlap. Now, Microsoft has a huge chance to steal market share from Google, and Google cannot let this happen. I truly believe neither of them are going to lose market cap, and both of these great companies are going to keep innovating and growing for the next decade. As both of them are going to fight for AI supremacy in their business, this AI supremacy and AI integration is going to actually develop the rest of their businesses. It's no longer going to be just the search engine AI, the AI that they're going to be developing because they're both going to be dumping tens of billions of dollars into developing AI, both from the ground up and existing companies that they're going to start acquiring. And when they do that, what's going to happen? Their entire companies are going to get more productive and more efficient, and they're going to increase margins because everything's just going to get easier with AI. The AI that I'm talking about, for better or for worse, it's happening. A lot of people are scared about this AI that is the Skynet, and that's possible. Maybe, who knows what's going to happen in the future. But at the end of the day, I don't have a choice and you don't have a choice. It is what it is and it's here. The only choice you have is to invest or not to invest, to take advantage of the situation or not take advantage of the situation. I, for one, think both these companies are going to prosper, and I want to be in a prime situation to be able to take advantage of the situation right in front of me. Don't think because Google is at 1.2 trillion and Microsoft is at $2 trillion that they don't have room to grow. Remember, 100 billion was the old school 1 trillion. Before there was an actual 1 trillion, people are like, wow, 100 billion is so much. Then came 1 trillion. Then came 2 trillion. Then Apple hit 3 trillion. Pretty soon, 4, 5, 10 trillion dollars is going to be a real possibility when it comes to market cap. And if you ask the question, how is that possible? AI will drive the market cap. And that's why I think you guys should all examine and make your own decisions, but definitely look into these wonderful companies in Google and Microsoft while the prices are relatively cheap. Guys, if you're unfamiliar with ChatGPT, I use it on a daily basis. I'm gonna leave a link to the video down below. Please click on this video. It's jam-packed with knowledge. It's really fun. And honestly, ChatGPT, no bullshit, will help you in your everyday life to become more productive. Thank you and have a great day.